Hey guys, this is Naveen here. Welcome back to Naveen Automation Labs to the YouTube live stream. I hope you guys can hear me, you can see me, and there is no lag, there is no problem with my audio. Can anyone confirm that? Are you guys able to hear me properly or not? Okay, I think we are live. Hey Neeraj, hey Amol. Great. Hey Sachin, Sharad, Anusha, Rajesh. Good. I think great. So let other folks also join. And it's a quick live stream. It was not planned yet. I mean, before that, but we just quickly planned with other folks as well. And then we thought, okay, let's come YouTube live today. And yeah, anyways, it was just like, impromptu, but I'm expert now in impromptu and taking the live quickly. So so let's make some good things and good information so that we can pass it to you, and pretty much sure that you will be liking this innovation. And we we have Sanjay and Mukesh today. Sanjay is, we know that, um, you know the main mastermind behind all the innovation with respect to testing is happening, and then a lot of things that he is doing with respect to different things to save manual hours, and either it is selectors hub or test case studio, and a lot of other things that he is actually doing in his you know in his pocket already, and a lot of things in the pipeline, I'm pretty much sure, from his side. So I think let me add these people as well. So hey Sanjay, and let me add Mukesh as well.
Hello, Naveen.
Mukesh, you are, yeah,
Yeah.
great.
Hi, Naveen.
Good to
Hi,
see.
Sanjay.
Good to see you guys. Good to see
Hello,
you.
Mukesh.
Hi, everyone.
Very good evening, and welcome to Naveen Automation Labs once again. I think this is our second live together, right? We all three.
Yes, yes. First
Yes,
live
Naveen.
of
Yeah.
2022.
Uh, yeah, exactly. Yes, last time we, yeah, exactly. Yeah,
We
last
did
time
workshop together. Yeah.
we did workshop together. I think last year we came live also on my channel. I remember.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
Hmm. So great, guys. So I think we have enough crowd. I think 150 people is the concurrent user number of concurrent users right now. It's
Okay.
good crowd. So we can start. So the only
Hmm.
missing part is the T-shirt, missed from Sanjay, and yeah, for that we need to clear the certifications. I know that, but it's okay. But that's perfectly fine. And thank you, Mr. Mukesh, for coming live.
Baap
It's
re.
really difficult to reach you.
No need.
Really
You
Actually,
should
difficult to
say
reach.
thank you
always.
to invite me on your channel.
No, no, it's really difficult to, this is really difficult to get you. Actually, you are always busy. You never pick my phone. You never, I mean,
Arre
you
nahi.
reply. You never pick my phone. It's like crazy these days. I know you're doing a lot of good things, but हमको भी
No,
याद
you're
करनी है
on my
थोड़ी.
priority list. I have pinned your chat, so whenever I get your chat, you are the first one who will get the reply.
So you are on high priority.
Yes.
Easy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I'm his
Good.
high priority, but maybe he has blocked me. I mean, I don't know.
Arre
Like,
baap re. Nahi, nahi.
we'll talk about it. Maybe I'm just
It's a
kidding.
different story altogether. Yeah.
No, no, we will sort it out very soon. Okay, anyway, so Sanjay, first of all, many congratulations. 90,000 users pay
Hmm.
on Chrome. That's a great thing, man. It's really great.
Thank you. Thank you so
And,
much.
like, I have never seen any like specifically into testing. Like, people are actually, a lot of expert plugins and extensions are available on different, especially on Chrome browsers. But 90,000, and it's reaching crazy, right? Like daily,
A
800,
good
nine
number.
hundred is the average.
Yeah.
1,000 is the average.
Yeah. Yes. Like now, 1,000 is average, so we are catching up.
Yeah,
But I must say,
that is
like,
not good.
this was, remember, we launched this Selector sub together like 1.5 year back. That was the very first live we came together, and
Hmm.
it was never possible without you and Mukesh support. Like with Mukesh, we did the test case studio live, and Selector sub was also there. So it was like lot many feature also there in Selector sub and test case studio, which you guys like. In fact, that error message handling what there in Selector sub, it was your idea. You suggested that, and then Mukesh in the test case studio, lots of features you guys keep like in the background always Sanjay, how can we improve this so that like it will be helpful for our community, for our students, and for all the users out there. So it is like really nice to get the feedback and the kind of features you guys. So and also basically this 90K and whatever success is there today for these tools and is like all you everyone's support. Without you guys supports, without like the kind of feature request and all your suggestions, it's really incredible. So for that, like thank you. And this success is dedicated to all of you guys and all the people
Yes,
out
Sanjay,
there
you
in this
deserve
chat.
this. You deserve 1 million downloads. So hope you'll get numbers soon. And I guess this is
Definitely
the
we will.
first active plugin right now, because all the
Yes.
previous plugins are almost dead. They are not getting any updates so far. So this is the only plugin I think which is getting the continuous update, and we are able to communicate to the creator directly.
Yeah. And not a single negative comment about selectors. I have seen,
Yes, true.
like, we used to like say that, okay, yeah, this is not working, this is crashing. I have never seen that selectors hub is hardly crashed like on any specific browser. And then a lot of
Yeah.
people, they claim that, okay, hey, use this particular extension, and the people are developing a lot of extensions also. But I don't see such commitment from other extension developers also, who are majorly into
Yeah.
XPath and CSS. They just start the work, they give the basics thing, implement the basic stuff, and they just contact me through LinkedIn also. I can show you like 10 different emails or 10 different people. Okay, can you promote this, can you promote this? But after 2 months, like, nobody is actually doing anything. And then, but you are really, like, quite active and dedicated to this particular tool. And
Yeah.
then it's a kind of product, it's your baby. That's really great, man. That's, once again,
Yeah.
congratulations. Yeah.
And one more
Great.
thing, Naveen, as you mentioned the crashing part. So recently I faced, I guess, Sanjay, today itself morning, he updated the Chrome 99 issue. So Sanjay, maybe you can highlight that issue quickly so that others can also, get to know if that selector hub is not coming, that they should reload once again. Okay.
Yes, yes. So actually, like what happens? So this is not the extensions issues. It is basically the Chrome issue which causes like because of Chrome 99. So in fact, like not just Lactose, all the like plugins out there which used to open as a tab in DevTools, so that they are breaking and they are not getting like in load. They are not loading sometimes in the DevTools. So that
Yeah.
is the problem. Like whole industry, like whole all the developers and testers, millions of users, like React plugin is there which has like more than 3 million users. So everybody
Okay.
is facing this challenge. So hopefully like Chrome will fix this. The good part for us like in the community is that like we have such products where we all are like really active. Whenever like I face something, I found something, I always like look for that what is the region, what is the solution. If anything breaking, you guys also like tell many a times that Sanjay, this is not working, so what is the problem, what is the solution. So any product, any technology, if we are using, if we have the community support, the person who is behind that product, that is always great to use those kind of product where we have the community support, where we have the like
Hmm.
active community support.
Yeah.
So always go for that.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
that's
In
not the
fact,
only for plugins, I guess. It is
Yeah, yeah, it's for
applicable
like
for all
in
the
general.
tools, frameworks,
Yes, yes,
everything. So
in
maybe
general.
Naveen will
Sure.
highlight this part sometime.
yeah, I've already discussed with Sanjay that, okay, like, let's not limit it to the browser only, and let's create a separate client for it. And
Yeah,
maybe, I think we have already discussed about it, and then we will add a couple of other things as well later on. We can discuss it
yes,
separately. But
lots
good
of
thing
great
about
plans.
that, whenever we whenever we discuss with Sanjay, me and Mukesh, every time he gives me a new trick on DOM. That is amazing. Best thing that you
Yeah.
actually improved my DOM knowledge. That now it's really crazy. A lot of hidden features that you tell us, and then this is what you can do, and then that's a great stuff. Like, really, really nice to know that. Great. So, another new thing that, again, that's a good thing. I always see with Sanjay's commitment that you always focus on the pinpoint. I mean, the pain point for the community. For example, manual testers are spending a lot of time. Automation engineers are spending a lot of time to create the XPath, as well as you never lose the focus on the learning as well. Just like we used to do that in CrowPath, but you
Yeah,
actually very drastically and dramatically, you just improve the things in your selector sub journey. And now it's like everybody is learning also, as well as people are creating their own XPath CSS. And then
yeah,
it's giving the right thing as well, so that you just need to copy and then paste, copy and paste, and then generate the things quickly. right? In fact, a lot of hidden things. If you see, Selectors Hub itself is like far better than Chrome dev tools nowadays. So, quickly, like, why did you think about this test case studio then? What is the main reason behind that and motivation behind that?
Yeah, so good thing, like good question that many times I had this question. I'm like just telling the truth and the frank story behind this that most of the time it has been asked to me like you always create the expert tools or the tools which are helpful for the automation testers and not for everyone. So what should we do? Like we are not in automation or in Selenium. So to how can we improve our testing, these kind of testing? So that's where I got an idea about like test case studio. And I always
Hmm.
found that like whenever we found any like bug after 10 or 20 steps, let's say 50, after 50 steps, if we got any bug, then it becomes like really hard and challenging that what was the steps. Then we have to like three four times. If it is a corner bug, we have to do three four times to get all those like steps to reproduce the issue. And if we have to tell to developer, we have to write it down like all the steps that this is how you can reproduce the issue. And if
Hmm.
any production issue comes, we testers start blaming developers that this is your issue, your miss, and developers start blaming that tester hasn't haven't done the testing. And when
Hmm.
manager comes, manager asks where is the documentation, where's the proof that you have done the testing? And they ask developers like how you can say that tester has. So there is no documentation. So that's where I thought like this fight is always there that developers testers always this is your issue, this is your issue. So that's where I got an idea that can we have something that which will document everything without even a single click. Like we will not
Hmm.
have to do anything and everything should get automatically documented. If any issue comes, we will be having the proof that yes, we have this one. So that's where I got an idea. And then later
Hmm.
on, like lots of feature and improvement keep coming from you guys and from everyone, so that we have like kept on adding. And that's where like today we are having a 5-star product with more than 5,000 active users, test case studio in such a short time.
Hmm. Great,
Yeah,
great.
great.
So I think without wasting our time, I think better
So
you
just a
should.
one quick question to Sanjay
Yeah.
actually from my side.
Yes, Mukesh.
So Sanjay, is there any way like you have created two different plugins, right? So is there any plan to merge these two plugins together because maybe you can add a new tab in the test, selectors hub,
Yes,
and so people don't,
yes,
users don't have to install two separate extensions
yes,
because
yes. That's
if
a
they
good
new
good
yeah.
idea and good question. So actually, like when Test Case Studio we launched, so it was launched with Selector Sub only together.
Acha.
Hmm.
But that's where like it was making the little bit functionality complicated with the selectors hub. Many people were thinking that like too many things are there, we will have to learn a lot now, this plugin, that plugin, this feature,
Mm-hmm.
that feature. We don't need XPath and we don't need all these things in the tab, because that
Mm-hmm.
used to, of course, like whenever the functionality increase, whenever the code increase, of course the file size will be increased
Yeah.
little bit. Of course it will cause some performance issue at the
Issues.
background,
Yeah.
because if we like one person join, then it will take some memory, if like file size will be increasing. That's so basically uh, it was basically the kind of like opinion that what people like more, what people like, which one people like less. So mostly people said like let's separate it.
Okay.
Whoever wants to use the recording things, they will use it, because this is being used by developers, testers, manager, product manager. Everyone is using test case studio. But selector sub is for specific for the people, those who write the automation script, those who are
Okay.
verifying the XPath selectors.
So in future they both remain, separate plugins. You are not
uh,
planning to combine them.
yes, 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 mostly yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
But yeah,
because the
let's see.
purpose is different, right? Like because the purpose is
Mhm.
different, there is no point to. I think that's my opinion. Like suggestion that let's not mix them because
Mhm.
both are having a different purpose, and it's not kind of that we can make it possible with the one single interface. Otherwise, it will be a very heavy
Yes.
plugin,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
and
would be
yeah.
complicated
And
also.
like from the functionality perspective, also it becomes easy to use Test Case Studio separately, because you just have to click on logo. Otherwise, like if we keep both together, then you have to first open Selector Sub or click on that Selector Sub icon, then click on Test Case Studio. So that used to add one more step. So that's why we kept it like separately.
Okay,
But
Hmm.
makes
like in
sense.
future, if we get something better, like some outstanding things, so maybe you never knows. So yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Great. So I think let's not waste our time, and
Yeah.
then better you just give a demo quickly, and just I want that demo, just not like a typical demo. Just give
Mhm.
something interesting, something something
Yeah.
wow, something catchy, so that you can
Sure.
impress Mukesh and me, and as well as other people as well. So that is what I want actually from this demo.
Yeah,
संजय
I will try
बोलेगा अब
my best.
नाचूं क्या? Yeah, Sanjay, please start.
So yeah, let me try this.
I can see a lot of very interesting questions in the comment
Yeah.
section. Maybe we'll take it after the demo.
Yeah. So guys, just please stick to the topic only. We are not going to talk about any specific to your technical problems and the career oriented things. But yeah. So Sanjay, you can share your screen now.
Yep. I have shared my once again. This Chrome is saying that it has lost sharing permission. 1 minute, I'm sharing it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, let's do some promotion from my side. Okay. So, guys, you can write your questions in the comment section and in the live chat also. I'll try to pick all the questions. And if you have any suggestions also for
Yeah.
selectors, or as well as especially with the Test Case Studio after watching a demo,
I
and
will
so that.
join from other browser. Once again, I will join from other browser. This Chrome is causing some issue because of 99. They have like
Hmm.
again added the like asking me to share allow permission something. So let me just join it from other browser.
No problem.
One
Yeah,
minute.
yeah, yeah, sure. So meanwhile, we can take questions. Maybe.
Yeah. Naveen, I can see one good question again from Paris regarding your playwright series.
Yeah. So we will talk about it, play right. So Sanjay, you want
Yeah.
to say something? I think Sanjay is already joined.
About,
Yeah.
yeah, you were asking something, Navi?
No, no, nothing. Just go ahead, please. Yeah.
Okay. So, like today, when we do the testing, I hope my screen is shared and it's visible
Yes.
to
Yes.
everyone. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's say, like today, when we start testing, and suppose we
Hmm.
have to do the testing of this Google search functionality, and then like couple of steps that by searching on Google, if we are supposed, we are able to open then Slackter's website, then we are supposed to reach some page, and then we try to enter some value. So we have a scenario, and we want to test that. So
Hmm.
what we have to do, like what we will do, let's do one quick scenario here. Suppose we search for something, select yourself, enter, then we scroll and click on this link. Then I
Mm-hmm.
suppose clicked on test case studio. Then I right click on bootcamp. Then I clicked on bootcamp. Then I click on courses. Let's say I clicked on practice page. So basically, this is a scenario that we have to test all the tabs are working and everything is working or not. Then I suppose I entered something here. Okay. Then I'm trying to enter some value here, first name, but I can see that this field is not enabled. And like this is an issue, this is a bug that it should be enabled because any input field cannot be disabled in the website. If that is disabled and your user is not able to enter the value, that means that's a bug. It should be reported to and it should be getting it fixed. So here is an issue. Now we have followed couple of steps. Does any one of us remember what all steps we have followed so far to reach here?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure like not, it is really hard to like remember all the steps. Like I have somewhere I have clicked right click, somewhere I clicked, then somewhere I didn't click, then go back and forth. Lots of things we have done. We have entered values here. We don't remember what all values we have entered. And now we have to reproduce this issue that this field. And suppose we have to report this to our developer. How can we get those all steps? One thing we can do, like we will open a notepad and then we start writing here that first step was open google.com, then second was search for selector sub. Will you guys agree that we do this kind of thing to let our
Yes.
developers know?
Yeah, we do that. Like it's always a steps to reproduce is like the from the
Yeah,
first day we learn, and then that is what we do after 15 years
that is
also.
what exactly. So we do this kind of thing. What if I say that we will get those steps automatically? Like, let me show you that I have already started the test case studio, and if you see this here, all these steps are recorded. Let me zoom in. You see that the very first step was open website, this one, then enter selector sub into search field, then I pressed enter key, then I did this, right click I did on bootcamp, then I entered this password, and then in the first name field we were trying to click and it was not able to, we were not able to like enter the value. And here you
Perform,
see
yeah.
that we tried click, we tried double click, we tried click. So you can show this as a proof that we were not able to click and we were not able to enter the value. And you can simply copy these all steps and paste it to your developer that these are the steps to reproduce this issue, and we need not to do anything. And then there are like lots of other features that you get XPath, CSS selectors, and so many things are there. So we'll not go to in like really deep in detail that what all features are there. But the top highlight is that you can get the test case and you can download this test case.
Yeah, so
So this,
not
yeah,
even not even developers. In fact, there are many use cases. Like you can download the use test cases. You can put it inside the Zira. You can raise as a bug also. And whenever you are writing, creating an Excel sheet, I think you're creating an Excel sheet as well, and then
yes,
writing all the steps to reproduce there, and just copy paste in your favorite whatever the test management tool that you're using for writing the test cases. So it will be super easy, and then I think it will be very quick and fast.
yes, definitely. Like I have just downloaded this test case and it is here. So you can like open Excel sheet and whatever you want, like you want to like upload it in your Jira or whatever you want, that you can do it, or like simply copy and paste these steps in your Jira so that you can do it there. So
Hmm.
that's the like great thing about it. And now you see that you have the documented and everything. What I did, I just simply, like if I show you what I did, like before starting the testing, I just click on this test case studio logo. That's all, and then we can start our testing here. You just start testing here, like whatever you want to click or you want to do anything, that your steps will be start recording here. So this is so easy. Good. So this was the part which we were having already, and lots of people were saving too much time with this and getting a lot of help, that everything was getting documented for them. But here we were having one challenge. Like suppose we got an issue on this page and we were not able to enter the value in this field. So generally, like we used to take the screenshot. Now you guys let me know that whether you do this thing, or generally, like I'm sure like you all must be doing like this, that this is the field, you take the screenshot, highlight the field, and then click on done, and then you share that screenshot with the developer, or you whenever you raise a bug in the Jira, you used to upload that screenshot. Without a screenshot we never raise a bug,
Hmm.
do we? Like I'm sure, like, do you guys agree, the people on the call, do you guys agree on this, that you take the screenshot, you highlight the field, and that's where
Yes,
it takes
yes.
a lot of time,
Correct.
right? So now with this new thing in the test case studio, you will not have to do even that. You can you can generate the test case with the screenshots. Now let me show you how. It's same thing. This is a new innovation, new feature in test case studio. You just click on this test case studio logo here. And now let's do the same thing, same testing again here, and see the magic now. Search for selector sub, suppose. Let's say if I scroll down a little bit, then I clicked on this link.
Okay, it's highlighting too. Very good.
Then right click on, let's say, test case studio. Yes, Mukesh, yeah. And this was the feature, like when we launched this test case studio,
This was
Mukesh
not there.
said, like, Sanjay, this thing should be highlighted. Like we right click on this, suppose we click on this bootcamp, and then let's directly reach to this practice page. And we try to click here on this field, first name. Okay. Now let's see what we have got automatically. And you see that we are not doing anything extra. We are doing our normal testing the way we used to do. But the good part is that we are getting everything documented. Now you see this open website, all the steps are here. Data is there, XPath, CSS selector, everything is there. And you see that you have the screenshot. Now you will be having the screenshot that we have opened this website. And in this page, we have entered selector sub here. And you see that the field is also getting highlighted
Awesome.
automatically. You need not to do by yourself. Then you have basically, this is the screenshot test case. I will show you
Hmm.
how. Then we have, you see that it also record the scroll functionality. Like when you scroll this, you scroll the page, it is record that scroll has happened here. Then click on selectors of this link. Then we have whatever we did. So you will get all the steps here. And you see that this was the step, and this, you got the screenshot, you directly share it with the developer, or you can upload this in your Jira or whatever bug management tool you are using. The field is
Hmm.
highlighted. And the good part is that you download this test case. Earlier you were having, of course, you have the XLS and the GIF folder is downloaded with the screenshot. A screenshot comes with such a good name that every screenshot has the name with it, the step
Hmm.
name. So
Great.
you will not have to think that
Yeah,
for
you don't have
this,
to do mapping.
yes,
Very good.
you need not to do that thing. Like you can directly scroll, I mean, you can drag and drop this screenshot to your developer and tell them that this is the screenshot. And by the name of the screenshot itself, they would be able
Hmm.
to understand that, okay, for what was the step for this screenshot. Because generally when we take the screenshot, that comes with a like random name. If I will take the screenshot of this page, you see generally the screenshot names are not like random when they get saved in the system.
Hmm.
Something like this screenshot and all, they will be saved by this name. So the naming is also being taken care very like in a very good way, so that like you will be having everything. So this is the test case studio, which will help you to get everything documented automatically without a single effort from your side.
So the
And
screenshot
then there
file
are
is,
like lots of features.
yeah. So it's taking a lot of size with respect to screenshot. Like
Yes.
it's very bulky or
Yeah.
what?
So yes, Naveen. So right now it's like very small size. So depending on the like how many images or how much data
Hmm.
is there in your screenshot. So right now it is around like this will be around 50, 60 KB. And then if there will be like more data on the page, more images are like this one is heavy. So it could be like 200 KB. But I'm trying to optimize this. So I have already like in the next release, you will be getting at least more than 50% compressed image, and they will be taking less space in your system. Means
Hmm.
in your test case studio window, so the performance will also be increased. But
Yeah.
right now there is a feature also that if you will be keep taking the like a screenshot, keep recording the steps, after 30 steps, it will show you an alert that
Hmm.
do you want to continue or you want to stop taking the screenshot, because of course they will take some space. So you can also like turn off this toggle. So then if you will record these steps, a screenshot will not be taken.
Okay. In
Okay.
fact, it's
Great.
really useful for the the people who are not into dev and testing. In fact, for the people who are actually into content, the content creation team, right? Who prepare the content, the
Yes.
documentation, right? Technical
Yeah, it's
content creators or content writers. It
Hmm.
will be really good for
Correct.
them. You just application is up and running and application is ready. They really need to prepare some cool PDF with all the
yeah,
screenshot, and it's so difficult for them to take the screenshot, highlight the thing, circle around, and then collect all together and then create this. I think that's really good for them as well. In fact, there are many use cases. Customer is
yeah,
calling you, and
very,
then the
very useful.
yeah.
In fact, like I will tell you one story that some days back, there was one of my friend. His father was asking that tell me how to buy a phone from Flipkart. So I just told him like in place of writing the steps and telling your father that how to do that, just start the test case studio and you buy a product from Flipkart and just
Hmm.
share them that downloaded screenshot. They will understand. Okay, this is the screen. first they have to click here, and then this, just follow the steps, and they will be able to do. So lots of
Great.
really good real time
Perfect, man.
scenarios as well.
That's so
Great.
great. That's really great. That's really great. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can in fact do that. Some complex, for our parents and who are people are coming from, old age people who are not very much used to with the computers. So you can just record basic stuff and then give it to them. So it will just
Yes.
exactly follow the exactly same thing with the proper highlight circle and everything. So that's really nice. Great. So my other
Sanjay,
question,
Naveen,
uh,
sorry to interrupt. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, yeah. So one quick question that what about other complex application where Shadow DOM, iframes, and
Yeah.
what about other yeah, so what about other specific to we have a Salesforce application where number of iframes are there, parent to child
Yes.
iframes are there. So is it really handling?
Yes, right now it is handling the iframe scenario. So it will be like inside the here in the steps, it will be adding the iframe that this is inside iframe. So it will be letting you know that that is inside iframe, and like nested iframes yet to be tested, and the shadow DOM part because it
Hmm.
required like little more functionality. But in the
Mhm.
background, yes, because it used the XPath, and for CSS selector, it used the selector sub algorithm in the background. So yes,
Hmm.
very soon in the near future it will be doing the support for the shadow DOM and nested iframes as well. And in fact, in some cases it is able to handle the region I don't show right now in the demo, handling the shadow DOM and iframes, because sometimes it used to be breaking, but most of the time it is handling like almost 70 to 80%. But I'm just trying to make it 100%, and then I will start showing in the demos as well. Yeah,
Okay.
so that we will soon like it's a kind of like great suggestion and the feedback that we will like keep improving in it.
Hmm. Okay. Mukesh,
Yeah.
you were asking
So
something.
yeah, yeah. So Sanjay, right now the moment you download the test case, it's downloading one Excel separately and the screenshot separately, right? So, like what Naveen said, can we get a PDF where you have the step, then screenshot, then step, then screenshot, so that they don't have to depend on two files, or they don't have to map it. Just send one PDF, and it should be done. So, are you planning this feature? I'm not sure how much it will be feasible for you to enhance this or develop this, but this is just a suggestion because it will be a one file, and you can easily refer
Yeah.
that.
Yes, 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 definitely. Actually, like this is a good thing that many times I get excited to show those like upcoming features. So yes, actually this is already there. Like if I show you, so yes, that feature is there right now, and I'm doing the testing for that. Like it will be coming very soon for everyone
Hmm.
that they, you guys will be able to like download one file, and separately like one file that whatever you want, you would be able to do lots of stuff like here. So you will be having this like download test case, copy test case, download only screenshot. So all those
Awesome.
options will be coming.
Great. Awesome.
Great. Mhm.
And does it work in incognito mode as well?
Yes, yes. So basically, like all the extensions work in incognito mode, just that we need to provide one extra permission. So I mean, basically like we will have to allow. So right
Hmm.
click on the extension and then manage extension. There in the drop down, like if you come scroll down, so there you will be having this allow in incognito mode, allow access to local files URLs, because sometimes
Mhm.
you are testing, let's say, local HTML files. So if you want to do that, so you just have to like enable this. And now if you will be opening the incognito mode, it will open in incognito mode also. You will see it here.
Beautiful.
Great.
Okay, Sanjay,
And
one quick question. Okay.
yeah, go ahead, Mukesh, go ahead,
Yes,
please.
Mukesh.
Okay, so there was one question on the Salesforce, right? So in Salesforce application, we have many lookups, right? So that's same thing is available in free CRM and or in the HRM. The moment you have the lookup available, right, that's a separate window altogether. So when
Yes,
you
yes.
record these steps, so will it also record for the lookup where we have to select some account contact leads?
Okay, so actually, like, let me tell you the fundamental concept behind that. Like, whenever because we always have this thing and this doubt. So hopefully, like with this concept, it will be clear always for like separate windows, iframe, or anything opens as a like separate window, like the one which you are saying, the lookup kind of thing. So
Mm-hmm.
if that thing, whatever opens separately, if that is the part of your DOM,
Bravo. Hmm.
and that is the part of like your tab, so yes, it will be able to record. But and if it is like in case of like test case studio, it will be, even if that will be from the separate window or separate page, yes, then also it will be able to record. Sometimes some alert opens which are not the part of the DOM.
Hmm.
That's where it will not be able to record.
You mean
Like
alerts, prompt boxes,
alerts means
confirmation
like
boxes, JavaScript alerts?
absolutely. Yes, like those kind of alert, like some pop-up, like browser-based alert. Like this is the one of the one kind of thing
Mm-hmm.
I can show you immediately. Sometimes that accept and reject those
Correct.
kind of alert which are not the part of DOM. So if anything which is the part of DOM, it these plugins will be able to handle.
And
And
what
if it is
about
not able to, if it is not
okay?
able to handle, then you should report a bug and I should be fixing that. Then if it is not able to handle, that means there's a bug issue.
And what about a
Yes,
new
Navi.
tab, or new window, a new browser window which is getting open? For example, I'll open an application and then I click on, I want to go to my social media links from my application to another domain. It's like
Yes,
a cross origin policy, and then moving to LinkedIn or Twitter or anywhere else, a third
yeah,
party website in a different tab or different window.
yes.
So will
So
you be able to handle it?
yes, yes. So yeah, actually we have seen the same scenario what you have just told. So
Hmm.
if you like just recall that first we opened the google.com, then we moved
Okay.
to selectorsub.com. So
Okay.
both are the two different, and it was able to record all the steps
Hmm.
like of the google.com and the selectorsub.com. So yes, it will be able to.
Hmm, 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 hmm. Okay. Okay. Good. And and
Sanjay,
and
one quick
and
question again. Sorry, Naveen, I have
Yeah.
so many questions today. You go ahead.
sure,
I'm
sure,
loving
sure.
it.
नहीं नहीं आप कंटिन्यू करो मैं पूछता हूँ.
I'll ask one thing, that so are you just like, let's say there is a web table, and on that particular web table, you open your web table. I think on your application there is a web table,
Yes, yes.
right?
Yeah,
On your
under
practice
practice
page,
page.
this one, and you just scroll it down, and then yeah, this one. So if I click on, let's see, row number 5 checkbox, where let's see Hyderabad, and then checkbox is I selecting. So it will just say
Okay.
what, like something. It will say
If
that
I
checkbox for Hyderabad got selected, or just random click on this. That's it. What will
okay,
happen?
so let's see this. So generally, like the label which has it used to pick up, it used
Hmm.
to the algorithm has been written in such a way that it used to try a unique kind of word which has been used in the background for that element. So suppose
Mhm.
if
Hmm.
I click here and it has the text Hyderabad, then it pick the Hyderabad. If we will click on this, it will pick Chrome. If we will click on this, if it will be having like there is a like a complete reference of the text and attribute has been given over there. If nothing
Hmm.
found, then it look for any nearby element which will be having a meaningful name. Like if
Hmm.
we click on these arrows and other stuff, so it will be looking for those, like if there is something like down arrow or up arrow, generally those kind of keywords are there in some or other attributes, so that it will
Hmm.
pick, it should pick if anything is
Hmm.
breaking, that I should be fixing those issues. So because this like label thing, that's like really very vast, because
Hmm.
like uh, I might be thinking that if I click on this checkbox, I should be thinking that it should be with respect to Windows. Mukesh might be thinking that it should be with respect to Chrome. You might be thinking as it should be with respect to Hyderabad. So it depends
Hmm.
like person to person. So for that, let me try this. I clicked on this checkbox and let's
Hmm.
see, click on Windows Chrome Hyderabad. So it has taken that Hyderabad. So your problem is solved.
Okay.
So it
Yeah,
has
maybe some spacing, or that is you can do that.
yeah.
Maybe,
So
or it's
that is
taking all the
always
column
yeah.
values. Actually. Hmm.
Yes, so it
Okay.
has picked all those text, like I was saying that it depends. So it has that algorithm, it will try to make the best one, and you have that
Hmm.
full freedom that you can edit it like because if I will just say that Windows, then your problem
Hmm.
will not be solved. If I say the
Correct.
Chrome only, then 2%. So here it has everything. Now you decide what you want.
Hmm. Correct. I got it. Yeah. Yeah. That is what, like, that's a good thing, because obviously as a user, you cannot decide that what exactly user is expecting, Windows, Chrome, or
Absolutely.
Hyderabad, or India. So you are
Correct.
giving
Yeah.
all the column values. You just need to put any space separated values, Just put an
Yeah,
extra thing, one extra append with the space. I think that will solve the
yeah,
problem. Good.
yes,
Yeah.
So the same scenario, Sanjay. So let's say my record is available on the fifth page. Okay. So I will be clicking next four times. So will it show click on next four times, or will you show just one word click on next four times? Is I'm not
click
sure
Hmm.
on next,
because
then click on next, then click on next, then click on next. So now we have clicked 4 times. So
yes,
you have the freedom, because it does very simple thing. It just like a normal
got you.
layman. It just convert your accents into plain English sentences.
Hmm. Hmm.
So
Hmm. Hmm.
Correct.
like let's say you want to say that click on next 4 times. So you can do that 4 times here, and simply you have this option, delete, 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 and done.
Got
Great.
it.
Yeah, I think the user has the flexibility to change and edit over there, and then let's
Yes,
not, I think, make it complex, because yeah, user can click
exactly.
next 10 times. So yeah, that is up to the user.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
Actually, like in my most of the solutions, I used to try to create in such a way the solution that
Hmm.
this would actually save your time. It shouldn't be increase your manual effort or increase your like effort or like time which you invest on that, you waste on that. For the same reason, this expected result is coming blank, because expected result is always different person to person. like
Hmm.
Mhm.
like I said, like for if I click on this checkbox, I'm expecting that after clicking on this, that element should disappear. You might be thinking that after clicking on this, title should appear. So expected result is always different. So that is the reason expected result, it is always depend to person. So if you want to add, you can add it or leave it just blank.
Okay.
Got it.
Yeah.
Uh, Sanjay, I can see there's one option, right? Set driver command. Can you show that part as well?
Yes. So if you set this driver command, so you see that there is a XPath and CSS selectors are there. So if you
Mm-hmm.
copy these directly, you can use it in like, so basically this used to give test case studio used to give the manual test case, a screenshot, XPath and selectors, and in fact the complete automation commands as well. Like you just turn on this, and now you see that it is giving you driver.find element by.xpath. Along with that, you simply copy this and paste it in your like editor, whatever you have, and your automation script is also ready. So manual test case is ready, automation test case is ready. So basically, like it can save a huge amount of time for you.
Hmm. But why are you doing only with respect to Java? What if people are using Python or something else? So I think you should give only the XPath. Or in fact,
Oh
you can
yes.
give, I can give you a suggestion that you can give us a you can give a drop down there, and then people can select the specific language, and then the specific language code you can generate.
Yeah, that's a really great suggestion, Naveen. I will add that. Let me show
Hmm.
you one thing here. So this is actually like right away it is there. So this field is editable. Like doesn't matter. It is not at all dependent on like this is Java Selenium or it is Cypress. Like you write this cy.xpath, and if you hit
Hmm.
enter, you
Mm-hmm.
see that command got changed here. So basically, like anything, it could be anything. You just have to replace wherever you have written selector or XPath in your command, replace that with XPath value and hit enter. It will generate
Got
with
it.
that. So it is not
Yeah,
at all dependent.
it will generate, but again, user has to enter, right? If I'm entering there, I
Right,
can
right.
write in my code also, right? So why don't you give a drop down like Java, JavaScript, Python, whatever, and then you just
Yes,
like Playwright does that exactly same thing, and then accordingly you just change the syntax. Instead of writing driver dot
yes,
find element, you will write web driver dot for find underscore element by dot id or by dot name, something like this. For Python or JavaScript you can write. So maybe specific syntax you can pick, the template you can pick, and then you can just generate the template accordingly. I think that will be a
uh,
great thing for the page object model
yes,
people are following. Yeah.
yeah. So I guess Naveen, if you show see here, so I will
Hmm.
add this feature what you are suggesting in this way,
Hmm.
that if you see it is actually this is right there in selector sub. So if you click
Hmm.
on this command here and you click on this, so these suggestions are coming. So
Beautiful.
this
Yeah.
same thing we can add it over there. So now user will not have to type, and they can directly pick the command from here, and they hit enter and they will get the code.
Correct,
So
correct,
now this is
exactly.
something like
the same thing what you are suggesting there, so we can have this in test case studio as well in future.
It is just
Yeah.
you need to add as a drop down. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, the simple thing, like whatever people have used, that command can be come here, and they will just select and get going.
So
Yeah,
right now it's
because my
taking Java, Cypress, page object model, but not Selenium with Python and others, right?
Yes, like lot not I didn't make it like more
More
complicated, so that's why
complicated.
simple. But yes, more standard command we can add it here. It's a
Okay.
very simple thing. Yeah.
hmm
And
yeah, because
these commands and everything used to save in local, so people will not have to like add it again, or add that, keep on editing every time when they open the like test case studio or selector sub. It is always saved over there, so you will not have to like you have changed this command, so next time when you will open this command will open with this the whatever you have changed saved.
hmm because what I suggest here that instead of writing simple driver dot find element, because that is specific to language, and that is again we are promoting that okay, simple write a plain script driver dot find element, but in real time
Right,
projects
right,
we
right.
don't write
Makes sense.
exactly driver dot find
Yeah,
element 100 times.
absolutely.
We create a generic utility where we pass the by locator, and or maybe
Yeah,
the web element with the help of at the rate find by, and then
yeah,
we create the web element at the runtime with the help of by locator or maybe the string locator. So instead of
yes,
creating driver dot find element, you just say that okay, fine, you just tell me which language you prefer, and then which strategy you prefer, at the rate find by or by locator strategy. So I'll select the okay, fine,
definitely.
Java by locator. So it will give you the bulk of by locator. I'll just copy and then put it inside my homepage.java and a page object model. And that is a
Right.
great amount of work time you can save there.
Yes, yes. No, absolutely, Naveen. So we will add that like in upcoming releases in this. So that's a great suggestion. And definitely it will save a huge, huge amount of time for people.
Yeah, because this is what we do actually, right? Because in
Yes.
fact, in the cy.get also, we don't write plain script. It's only for
Right,
fine.
right.
It's only for practice point of
Yeah.
view. It's absolutely fine.
Yes.
But when you're writing the code with the proper test ng and calling the page objects and then creating 100 page objects, that will be a great
Yeah.
advantage. Yeah,
Yeah. We generally write those kind of thing like add, find, by, something like that. And most of the people have their customized framework. So yeah.
correct. Okay, so maybe we can pick some questions from audience now, and
But still, I have a couple of questions to Sanjay.
go go ahead, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Sure.
Yeah. So, Sanjay, a lot of companies don't allow, any kind of plugins, especially for banking,
Yeah.
insurance. Yeah. So, in that
Hmm.
case, if they don't allow any browser extension, in that case, any workaround or any, trick or hack that we can still use SQL Studio?
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, yeah. Actually, you asked everybody's question because I'm sure so many people will be having this question. So, this is getting like easily whitelisted in most of the companies. You just have to request your company that this is the plugin we want to use, and these are the problems it is solving. Generally, most of the company, what they do, they run a check on the plugin whether it is like uh, taking some data or doing some bad thing in the background. So they will easily whitelist this one. And to get it this, I have already written a blog and created tutorial on these lectures of YouTube channel. You will find that if you search for safe, I guess here in selectors of website, if you search for safe, why I'm searching safe, you will get that blog here. So how safe it is, and how you can get it unblocked in your company if it is blocked.
Okay.
So you would be easily able to get it unblocked. And I can tell you a couple of banking companies where it has been already unblocked. So
Hmm.
Okay.
yes, it is there, so you can get it.
And in fact, I just missed the question in the chat. People are asking about you are not taking any specific confidential data on yours. Okay, from your,
Yeah.
on your side,
No,
it's
no, no.
absolutely claimed over there, right? That you are not taking any data, any
Yes.
screenshot or anything.
Yeah, no, nothing it is taking. So that is the good thing, that if you see that it whatever data it is coming on this screen, it is not going
Hmm.
anywhere. It is right there in your system. And the good part,
Hmm.
how can I prove you this? If you go to this Chrome store right there, you will see that it runs offline. So even if
Okay.
you turn off your internet and you try to run it your for local files, it will be working, which means that this is not saving any of your user data. Whatever it will
Uh,
be asking, if it is like asking for registration, that is upfront to you that yes, it is asking for this. But anything in the background, it will not be doing anything miscellaneous.
okay,
Okay.
okay. And and the lot of people are asking about the mobile browser as well as the mobile apps. I think it's right now it's not
Correct.
compatible. But if you change the port view from the dev tools directly from here, exactly. So will it record? Will you be able to record with
Yes,
iPhone or other devices
yes,
settings?
yes. Yeah. So, so let me tell you that it works for the mobile web and desktop web application. So basically, like it works across for web application, mobile or desktop or whatever. It doesn't work right now for the mobile native apps. So native app support is not there right now. But for like this mobile web, if you are trying to use, let me close this and then open this. So for mobile web, yes, it will work. And like whether it's a selector server test case studio, both will work for mobile web. You see that it has taken a screenshot. It is like everything is
Beautiful.
working fine.
Perfect.
Okay, and I think one good question I just missed that. So, for example, let's say you are recording and suddenly your browser is closed by mistake. You close the browser, your application is
Hmm.
closed, and you open it again. So, will it like start from the beginning, or and it will start from where exactly you left, something like this?
uh, okay, so right now it will be like basically it will start from the beginning only, like when you will close this, because it is
Hmm.
not saving any of the user data in the cloud or anywhere. So for that,
Hmm.
like in future, we will see that what user demands and how user want, like whether they want. So uh, maybe like in future we will add this functionality. So people, those who feel that no, we want the functionality over the like saving the data on the cloud. So it will be like user preference, and that we will have to take the call, because not everybody wants to save their data somewhere. So that is the reason. That's a like I mean
Hmm.
challenge for us, that if we can save the data or not. So right now it is not saving anything for the same region, because as soon as you click, it will be just like green.
But one suggestion I can
Right.
give here that I'm not talking about the data, but what we can do is that let's see the previous file that I recorded today. For example, I recorded one scenario today, and then the dev team is changing the page objects or any ID or
Yes,
DOM got changed for a specific element. Out of 100, let's say 5 elements got changed. And tomorrow, once
yes,
again, if I'm just to quick check that, okay, instead of writing and spending time on automation, I'll do a record once again with Test Case Studio, and then I'll do a comparison with my previous file that I downloaded yesterday and with the new recording that I did today. And then I can quickly check that, okay, yeah, this XPath yesterday it was a different XPath. Now it's a broken web
yes,
element
yes.
because this element is not even available. Yesterday it was there, but the new XPath, the new ID, or the properties of the DOM got changed for that particular element. So I think
Yeah,
that will also
that's
a
a
great
great
help.
suggestion. Yep. Yes,
Hmm.
that's a great feature. Actually, we call this auto healing feature. So yes,
Auto healing.
definitely, like yeah, we'll add this feature in future. Yes, yeah, that's a great suggestion, Naveen. Thanks for it, and it will
And
definitely
Sanjay,
solve so many problems. Yes, Mukesh.
yeah. Uh, right now you're already recording the steps, right? So, as you told, you are planning for PDF and the format. What about the video? Like, so in Java, when we start, one library called Monte library, right, where you can record the
Hmm.
complete execution. So, do you have such feature? I can sense through your smile that you are planning something like this. It
Yes,
can
yes.
record the
So yeah,
video too,
we
so along with the PDF, if they want the recordings, uh,
yes,
they can download the
yes,
recording too.
yes, Mukesh. Yeah, we will have this like very soon. We will have this feature that where
Okay.
you will be having the option of like video as well.
Okay.
Hmm.
I will be waiting for that.
Yeah,
Okay,
definitely.
so Mohit is asking mobile native apps. I think it doesn't support native apps, right?
Right now, not. Yes.
Okay, we will try it later on. We'll see this, I'm sure. So Tony
Yep.
Tony is asking that could you please demo how to add expected result and assertion steps?
Simply just like all the fields here are editable. You can add like what is my
Just a
expected
second.
result here. I'm expecting, let's say you, if you are expecting new girlfriend, you can write like I'm expecting new GF. So it's up to you, like whatever you want to add.
Hmm. And then
And then you
how
can just
exactly?
download.
Okay,
I mean,
Okay.
basically whatever you will be adding here or updating, that if you will download test case, it will come into that.
Okay.
So this is how
Maybe
like
we
you can keep on adding.
yeah. Selectors are the
Yep.
question we can ignore it right now, but I would prefer that first. Let's take test case studio questions first. So guys, if you have any questions, feel free to right. So yeah, Paul is asking how easy is this to create modular components for reusability components. Yeah, yeah, that's a good suggestion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, can you please repeat the question?
Yeah, the question here is that maybe you can create some, just like in test rigor, we create reusability components, right? Let's see, for the login is already done and the
Yes.
registration is already done. So I don't need to repeat those things again and again. I just need to use the reusability component or function somewhere I can use it where the scripts are already written. So I just need to write something. Okay, fine. That will be a prerequisites for me. I don't need to record those 10 steps again and again. So I can
Yes.
directly go to the login and then I can start. Okay, hey, the prerequisite is registration, and then login and then do a search. So the
Yes.
reusability function you can create just like we do it in the coding, right? Same thing here also we can do that.
Yeah, that maybe like we will add this feature in future. So for right now, if I say the solution for this one, like from whichever step you want to start, you just come
Just
to
click
that
on
page,
that.
and from there you can just start Test Case Studio, and it will be recording. The challenge with such kind of things, wherever we want to get a reusable data or the some kind of functionality, that's where it start asking for the like memory space where it will store the data. So yeah, that is a little bit challenge, but yes, definitely will be solved that very soon. Great suggestion. Thank you so much for that.
Hmm.
One quick thing, I let me tell you for everyone that from where you can install it and where you will get it, just go to selectorsub.com,
Maybe
and
Sanjay
there is a
share the
test
link
case.
directly, or maybe
Yes,
Naveen can do that.
yeah,
Yeah, I'll
please,
do that.
selectorsub.com, and under here there is a test case studio tab, the first one. Open that, and here you will find the like for whichever browser you want to install, you can install it and you can read the details. And I would request you guys, please watch this detailed tutorial video of this, and you can see the change log, and lots of things are there. You can see the FAQs and everything. You will, most of the things are already documented, so you will be getting the all the questions answer if you miss anything here. And feel
So
free to connect with me like anytime.
okay, so let's quickly take this in as well. That can we record the actions performed on images, like selecting any specific area on the image and to click play, pause, maximize, minimize options for video files.
So again, like extensions works for the DOM elements. Like if they are the part of the web application. So if you have in your image, wherever you are clicking, if that is a element, web element, yes, it will
Hmm.
be able to record it. Like this is the image. If I will click on this, it will record.
Hmm.
So you can see that it has been recorded. Click on Test
Hmm.
Case Studio, and then it has recorded this one. So yeah,
Hmm.
but if something which is not part of the DOM, that is not a web element, then it will not be able to record.
Okay. Okay. And mhm. Okay, yeah. Another thing is that I think Praveen is also asking similar kind of question, that can we click browser extension to on off this plugin from script? In fact, let me add extra things over here, that can we simulate the browser based actions like back and forward, refresh, such thing, because they are
Yeah,
not part of the DOM.
yes. Good question, Naveed. And yes, so in the earlier version, we were not able to record even scroll and refresh. So there are lots of limitations on the back and forward, which browser doesn't allow us. But now we are able to capture the scroll action. So from wherever you have started, it will be able to like capture that. So you
Hmm.
see that like scroll, it has captured. And if you will like, I don't know for which page I have opened this. Let me just close and open it fresh. So if I have started here and suppose I click on this bootcamp, so
Hmm.
now it has recorded. And now here on this page, if I scroll down, so it should be recording the scroll, and from wherever I have started the scroll, it will take the screenshot from that point. And now if I click, let's say if I click on this one, so it will be recording this. So you will be having this, that where I have stopped. So this is where I have stopped scroll, and this is from where I have started scroll. So you have both
Mhm.
things. And now coming to the refresh, so let me refresh this page. So it should be able to record. So it is recording the refresh as well.
Very
Hmm.
good.
It will not be able to record the back and forward actions right now. So because lots of limitations are there, they are not the part of they are the part of basically Chrome, default Chrome, these
Hmm.
back and forward buttons. So there it is having the limitations, but still I'm trying to figure it out, like if someday it will be possible for me to like add this functionality and feature.
Yeah, because it
Sanjay,
might be possible that some of the users having some applications where when you click on a link in the same origin I'm talking about, in the same domain, you click on a link and it's not opening a new tab, and then immediately have to come back because there is no link in the next page to come back. So anyhow,
Yes,
I have to click on come back button. So in that case, I'm
yes,
losing the focus. I'm losing the scenario there. So
yes,
I
yes.
think you have to
Yeah.
think about it. Maybe some JavaScript in the background it's running where navigate.back event is happening. So you should
Yes.
capture those events. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely we'll try this more. I'm trying like this a lot, that somehow we get some catch, but yes, we'll keep trying to figure it out, that like if somehow we will be able to, definitely we'll try this.
Okay. What about Canvas? Quick Google Maps.
Yeah, let me show you, try this Google Map this time. Last time we
Hmm.
missed it. So let me just for a second close this. Let's just start this test case studio. If I click here, here's the Google Map. Here's the map. So suppose here I search for, I clicked here and search for Sarjapur, hit enter. So it is searching. Now if I click here,
You can click
it's
on, yeah.
doing
Okay.
let me click on transit.
Hmm.
It is recording. Now let me show you. So you see that in the map, wherever we have clicked, if that is the part of like, if that is a specific element, so it will be able to record it. Like you
Hmm.
see that we have clicked on this search Google Maps. Here then we enter the value. It has recorded. Then we press enter. Then we click on map, use arrow keys on the path. Somewhere we have clicked it here. Remember?
Hmm. Hmm.
okay.
Hmm.
And
So
then
basically,
we,
Canvas, you're not able to do it right now, right?
no, no, that will never be possible. I will show you.
Hmm.
So it is recording. It is not it is not like that. It is not recording the canvas. You see that it has recorded. Like click on map. You remember I clicked somewhere here.
Yeah.
If I click it again here, it will record. But how it will record? It will record as a like complete element, because you see that we are not able to right click on this. This is not single web element. Let me just open DOM and show you.
It's a canvas. Hmm.
That's a canvas, like complete, only one element. This is, if you hover on this, you see that complete
It's a
page.
complete
So
Canvas.
if we will click anywhere, it will just record like this one in the element. So that is the reason it is showing you that we have clicked on that element. Now anywhere if I will click on the map, it will just record this one, which will be basically the complete page, canvas page. So
Okay.
that's the like I mean, it is not a, in fact, limitations of the test case studio. That's the like standard thing, that
Yeah, got it.
because for canvas element, this is not a web element. Like here, this is not a web element, it is not available in the DOM. So this is the complete thing, but every other thing it is able to record, like wherever there like this is a web element. So if you will do
Okay.
something on this, it will be able to record.
Sanjay, what about drag and drop? All these things are basic supported, right?
So
Drag
maybe
and
like
drop
you
on the
can try
UI
it.
on the browser part. The one which is Naveen is asking is from the system to browser. Mine question
No,
is
no.
browser to browser.
So
Element
if
to
you will
element.
be doing this,
Yeah.
yeah, element to element, yes, it should be recording. So anything which is DOM, which is the part of DOM, it should be doing that. If it is not, that I should fix it. But something like from here, if you will be dragging and dropping, then it will not be able to right now.
Okay.
Okay, so just a quick, Sanjay Naveen, I will be leaving by 9:45. So after that, you guys can continue.
Sure, yeah. So let's quickly take good questions. So Sidhu is asking, we write test cases based on Figma screens provided by our design team. Will this tool support manual test cases generation? What is Figma screen means, like some through some uh, wire documents or wire maps or what, or some
Uh,
HTML wire HTMLs?
No idea about Figma screens.
Yeah,
New
so
to me.
let me tell you, I know about this. So Figma screen is basically the design uh, where designer design their application and they provide basically the screens,
Wireframe.
and then
Okay,
as
wireframes.
like
Okay.
yeah, then mock like the person who write the mock HTML, they write it from. So basically, this is the design, the kind of image you can say that Figma is a web application. So no, right now it will not be it is not able to do that. So yeah, that's a different story. You so that is something like you write it manually, sit and looking at the screen. If you will
Hmm.
be like, this is basically test case studio will be helping you when you will be doing your functional testing.
Hmm. Okay. Any key press event, like arrow down, arrow up, right click, context clicks, and yeah, such things like key press events.
Yes, so you see that like press enter key, so it is able to record those things.
Okay. Any function keys and alt tab and all such thing. Tabbing also.
Yes, you can try that. It should be recording all those things. Like
Oh.
one example is right there. So because like if we will go in very detail, it will
Hmm.
be really long. So
Yeah.
yes, you can see one example is here. So yeah.
So guys,
Hmm.
maybe you can give a try with all the permutation combination and let us know. So he's the only creator who is accepting the feedback right away. So maybe you can take advantage. And I can see one comment from Tony, that Tony tried immediately during the session, and he said saying that some of the actions are not working for him. So Tony, maybe you can connect with Sanjay maybe tomorrow and inform
Yeah,
if
feel
if
free to connect with me. Like I will
yeah.
be more than happy to help you. So it could be happen that I mean right away saying I won't say that not recording. Sometimes it happened that what you are trying to record, that could also be possible. Like we were
Hmm.
discussing that if element is not part of the DOM, so that also we will have to
Good. Yeah.
understand and see that where you are clicking and how you are clicking.
Correct. 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 Yeah, because let's keep trying. It's a very new tool and looks quite promising, and a lot of good things on the basis of our feedback and the community feedback. We can improve it. Definitely, Sanjay can work upon it. And if
Yeah.
Yes.
something is really pain point that you are struggling, I think this tool uh, definitely we can Sanjay can add more and more inputs and more features with this tool. Great. So I see that. Okay, a lot of people asking this question that although you have already covered, Test Case Studio is working the same all the time when plugin is open in a different window. If you close plugin window, then it does not reopen again.
No, so like if you see, like you click on this, it will be opening new window. If you close this, then again click on this, it will be coming up. And if it is down and if you click on this, it will come up. And also I would request that please try it on the latest browser. Sometimes what happens that people used to keep trying on very old browsers. So that is another like we have to see that why it's not happening. But if you see that, like if I have made it down, if I like let's say if I'm recording some steps and now
Hmm.
that steps are getting recorded, I can open it through the keyboard like you generally do that command and tab, right? That way also it can be opened through like by clicking on the logo. So it used to open, but if for someone it is not opening, I will have to see like if there is an issue in their browser or whatever.
Because I think maybe later on you can think about for the disaster recovery scenarios as well. If your it is getting crashed, but yeah, you are not storing any data, right? It's all about
Yes.
the local. So if
Yes.
something is getting crashed in between, your application got crashed or maybe extension got crashed, so you should not lose the data. The entire step will be
Yeah.
on toss in that.
Yes. Yeah, sure. This I will try definitely soon.
Mhm. Okay, so we can take. I think Mukesh is leaving. Mukesh, thank you so much. and
अरे
I'll
तीन
catch
मिनट
you later.
रुको, अभी 3 मिनट और है.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
So we start developing test case and test escape before the app is built and available for testing. How can Test Studio ease our lives? Please pick this question.
Yes, sir. So right now it will not be able to like generate the test cases from your right from the design. Like I mentioned that it will help you when you will be doing the functional testing. Uh, if means the question which you are asking, if that will be done, I mean, like that will be like wow. So that's like
Hmm.
a kind of God kind of thing that from the design itself you get the test cases. So that's like next level achievement. It will be like if one day I will be able to solve this problem. So yeah,
Okay, okay. And
So one quick question I want to highlight from Uday Pandey, like he asked 3 4 times.
hmm,
So I guess he was asking that can we combine this test case studio while executing Selenium scripts? So answer is yes, because you can download this extension as a CRX file. So using Chrome options or Firefox option or Edge options, you can actually add this as part of execution. And you can we just need to see how, as Sanjay told, we need to click on the logo, then it will get activated. So that part I need to check with Sanjay, that is there any option that it get enabled by default.
hmm,
uh,
that need
no,
to
right now
be
not. It will
by
not
default.
because you will have to.
Yeah.
We will have to open extensions like when we open it in like in a automated window. So
Hmm.
there we will have to see the option how you can click on the logo through automation or through Selenium on the
Hmm.
tool logo.
So answer is you can start your session with extension, so it will show you in your new Chrome session or Firefox session. But we need to explore this clicking part. Until you don't click, it won't work. So answer is
Hmm.
50-50 as of now.
Yeah, that's a good suggestion from Rajput Yuvraj is saying, can we export test steps as feature file in the form of given when then? I think, mm, but again, that's not a requirement document. It's more of a test case documentation. Or what do you think, Sanjay?
Uh,
Like, can you give that suggestion as well?
Yes, so right now, like steps as a feature file. So not right now, it is not giving. But if you are like feature file, sometimes like different people refer it to different ways.
Hmm.
So if it is respective to commands, some commands, so you can generate the commands of XPath and selectors, but test steps are generating in a standard format, not as per your requirement right now. But yes, in future, we are going to add a function at a feature there that you will be able to provide your standard steps. Like for right now, for click, it will say click, but somebody wants to say something else. So whatever keyword will be there, so you will be sync your keywords with those keywords what they are in the default thing. Then you would be able to download the feature file according to your requirement, according to your framework. I hope that is helpful.
Hmm.
So okay, so Naveen, I guess I will leave now. So
Okay, we
thank
will.
you, Naveen, for inviting, and thank you, Sanjay. Really
Thank you
liked
so
your
much, Mukesh,
new
for joining us.
enhancement. Yeah. So
Yeah,
guys,
definitely.
whatever questions we have missed, like we can have a quick session some other day, and we can take that questions as well. So thank you so much once again. Have a nice day,
Thank
and
you.
see you. Bye.
Thank
Thanks
you,
a lot.
Mukesh. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, quickly. So I think let me take this one. So creating steps for bug as of now, Test Case Studio useful only in creating the steps. There won't be major changes to Test Case once the app is built. I think that's a different motivation. The motivation behind the tool is about once the application is up and running on the browser. Before browser, maybe in the form of wireframes or anything which is coming from the design, maybe in the form of PDF or maybe in the form of some wireframes. I think that is a totally different technology stack as well, because you are just concentrating on the DOM structure of the browser with any cross browser thing, right? And but that's a, I think, different requirement where application is getting designed in the form of maybe PDF or wireframes or some HTML. Maybe if it's an HTML, dummy HTML, it's fine. We can just locally open those HTMLs locally in the browser and then we can try, because it's ultimately a DOM only, an HTML only. That thing we
Yeah,
can
for
do it,
local
but I
HTML
think
it will work.
it will work, but not this one where available in the form of wireframes.
Yeah.
Okay, so Pratik, no, it will not generate any native apps steps generation. I think as such, I have not seen any extension or any tool which is actually capturing the events or steps from all the mobile apps, native apps steps. So I think it's only purely based out of mobile browser apps as well as your desktop browser app, and it supports all cross browser thing, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I think any other question, guys, feel free to ask. We can any questions for Test Case Studio, any suggestions you want to give, that'll be great. Otherwise, we are done for the session then. So my last question is from my side that how difficult for you it was, like, did you get any community support for this, and how exactly people are like really welcoming for this tool, or how's the feedback so far?
Uh, yes, Naveen. So actually, like community feedback is always really awesome. And in fact, like you see that you people are giving lots of feedback. Today we got, and the day we launched it on Mukesh channels, that day also we got a lot of great feedback, great support from the community. And
Hmm.
yes, like sometimes uh, there becomes little bit challenge as well that uh, people don't accept the new technology, new tools. I mean, that's very rare, but yes, it's still that now people in our community and everywhere, people are adopting new technology, new tools, and they are learning, they are saving more times. So yes, so good in all the aspects, getting really great feedback, great support from the community. Yeah, so it's all good, and challenges are always there. So like lots of always there.
Yeah, but I can see that you were
That
getting
manual
some.
versus automation, that is always there.
Yeah, that will always be there because different varieties of schools, varieties, different motivations behind testing, and
Yes,
then yeah, everyone is having their own opinion about it. So let's not, yeah, 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 good, okay. But my question is more about, because you are creating the selectors hub as well, developing selectors hub as well as this test case studio, and what is the motivation for you, like you really want to give us and other people as well, so that we can also think in that level that yeah, this is something very interesting and we can save some manual hours for other people as well and work for the community and accept the criticism as well at the same time.
yes, yeah. So see, motivation is like whole community is the motivation and the kind of feedback, and when you write the code and when you see that it is saving time for others, like whole community, when you found that, oh, your solution is saving 1 hour, 2 hours for every day, for all the testers, for all the automation testers, those who are writing script, doing testing, that's where like you get a lot of motivation that your idea can save so many people's life and time for them. So you get a lot of idea, and it's been like almost 2 years now that we I have been like keep building these free products, and of course
Hmm.
community is supporting a lot with the donation, patron, and lot many things, and the people like you support in all aspects in every way that whatever possible. So it's like great motivation, and seeing you people like every day, this is also a motivation. You see that you like Naveen, Mukesh, both of you are like doing so much every day, getting tagged in so many posts from the people that they got a job because of you, because of Mukesh, because of someone. So that's like great motivation, even for me, that see how you people are supporting community without expecting anything from the people. You are creating so many tutorials and a lot many things on the YouTube channel, so we all are like getting motivated from each other and creating good things, good stuff for the community. So it's like everybody is helping each other, and community is supporting us back. So that's really, I'm so thankful to each one of you, all their people on the call, and the people of the community, that they are supporting us a lot.
Great, yeah, that is what the main thing, that is what the main reason behind this motivation, that we all are getting a lot of support and then people are getting benefits out of it. That's the main thing. But one last question from my side, that in fact you remember that last week also I was discussing with you that uh, what is your opinion, what is your observation in the community in terms of learning and adopting the new things, right? Because see, you are always thinking out of the box features like test case studio or XPath, things, and selector sub and everything. So what is your suggestion for the QA people, especially who are having this inferiority complex? No, coding is not my cup of tea, or innovation is not my cup of tea. I'm just here just to just spend 9 hours in my company just to write the test cases manually, and then uh, I don't want to learn automation because XYZ reason behind that, fear of coding, and less awareness and other things, and
Yep.
we don't spend time and we don't put the efforts as well. So what is your
Yes, yes.
suggestion so that people can
Yeah.
learn and then
So
enhance their skills?
yeah, so my take on this is that I mean, so see, this is like, guys, this is my personal opinion, and I'm sharing that. So of course, like, everyone has their own opinion and own experience. So this is my absolutely personal opinion, that I always believe in like learning more things and exploring, and that's how we all grow. Using new technology, new tech, you can save time, and by saving that time, you can learn new things. But sometimes when I see on LinkedIn or in different platforms, that where people used to always argue on that, like different kind of definition, using old things, working like follow these things only. This is the standard thing. No, we will have to come out of that old school thing, and we will have to accept the new technology, new trends. We will have to keep exploring, keep learning to grow and to achieve more. Because once you will be if you will be keep following those old trends, the old thing, like sometimes I see that this is the like uh, uh, I forgot that definition, terms of that testing, that this is the testing you should do in this production, so something like that. So don't like run much behind those kind of old fashioned thing, old testing things. Learn new technology, new tech. I will tell one example. Few days back, one of my developer friend pinged me. He saw some new tool. He was like,
Mm.
Sanjay, this is so wow tool, yeah. They have developed this. This can save a huge amount of time for us. Now I can learn the Python, and I want to develop a application in Ruby. I was looking for that, but I was not able to save the time. But this guy has saved my so much time. They have developed what an app, man. See this. And yesterday he pinged me back again for Playwright. Somewhere he saw this Playwright. He is a great followers of your Naveen. So he saw your video of this Playwright series, and he was like, "Wow, man, this is great tool. They have developed it, and now why we need other tools?" So he, you see the perception of a developer, that he is wow when he see something new. And he said like, Sanjay, you should learn from this. You should also explore more things on your tools. You should develop something new. That's how developers see. And where on the other side, if you see on LinkedIn, like so many things every day I used to keep seeing, where people say that no, we should not use this tool. Are we are having a like inferiority of that QA career will be over. Is automation like will manual testing will get over or something? Don't get into those kind of discussion. Discuss these things, that what you can develop new, what you can create new in your company. See, if I take, like, I shouldn't be taking this example, but see, I was a chemical engineer. I was having zero experience of coding and everything. First I got into mainframe, then I learned something in Selenium, Java from QSpider, then I learned from these people, their videos and all. Then I keep, today I'm like, what I'm doing, I'm creating the tools, these tools. I'm not expert in JavaScript or anything. Many times I see Naveen's or Mukesh videos to see to create another video for the selectors of support, or to add some feature. I ask these people to like what new things can be added. So this is how we learn. Keep exploring and keep learning new things, rather than following that old trends. No, no, you should not be using this. Why you are using this? No, that's not the like good, I would say.
Yeah, exactly. That is my observation also. And sometimes it's really pissing off the things that pissing me off in terms of like, why are you supporting this? Why, what about our, from last 15 years, this is what we do. And don't change this. Don't change the definition. Don't change this. I mean, and the moment someone is, talking about the testing, and then, hey, you don't know testing about, I mean, you don't know what is testing is all about. And this is the definition of testing. So we are, I think, in terms of QA, what I see that We are more of a, running behind the old school. Still people are checking that, okay, hey, how will you do the boundary value analysis and all those things, and then dunia chand pe pahunch gayi hai and still you are talking about those things. And I think you should enhance, and I'm not saying that testing
Yeah.
mindset should be obsolete. With the testing mindset there are many things. We are like struggling a lot in the companies, in the organizations. I have seen people who are actually having a inferiority complex after 15 years also. They are not able to communicate and talk to developers in any technical discussions. And then you are having the, those complex that, okay, hey, what about my job, what about my things, what about my inputs? So you are having that label, okay, as a, okay, fine, you are a tester, why should I include you in my technical discussion? It's not cup of your tea, and then you just concentrate on your things. Your job is just to write the test cases, and then that's it. Just prepare a documentation, and that's it. I think this is such a bad thing, and we all are engineers coming from the computer science background, and then in testing there is so much scope of automation, developing the framework, writing some great utilities, creating your own tools,
Yeah.
designing the framework end to end is just like an complete development work that you are doing it. And then maintaining the open, contributing for the open source community, creating your own utilities, creating your own wrappers, and then sharing with others and working like an automation architect, and then saving a lot of manual hours, involved into DevOps activities, and creating a complete CI/CD pipeline. Why are we not using those things, and then why are we not learning those things? There is a great scope in testing itself. Testing is just not like only writing the test cases and then what is manual testing and what is this testing. Testing is all about, writing the good stuff, and then and do your innovation, save a lot of time and save your manual hours. That is like most important thing that I feel that in these days. Otherwise you will always be in complex, and forget about the in this the inferiority complex. After a couple of years, what about your future? Right, after 5
Yep.
years and you are crossing 10 years, and then you are still a same guy and spend 25 years in the industry, that is not going to help you if you are not learning new things in the market. That is like really, pissing me off. And then and still we are not educating other people also. That is a new generation which is coming, and we are
Yep.
because that is what I don't see in the dev community. In dev community people are so open minded, like, okay, hey, as you give
Yep.
an example, people are coming from different backgrounds learning Java, and then tomorrow they're learning about AI, ML, Python. They're also learning, creating some really good stuff, and then amazing stuff that they are doing it, and then learning DevOps, learning cloud, and then they never complain about it. Okay, why should I learn these things? But in the QA community, that is what I feel. That I'm not saying that everyone is
Lot
like
of,
that, but
yeah,
people
lots of
are learning.
these kind of things are there.
So I think this trend should be changed, and it's good to know that someone like you coming with the tools like this, and then it's not joke that creating certain tools, and it takes time, it takes hours and hours, and then I know it's not overnight journey. It takes a lot of
Yeah.
efforts and a lot of criticism, and a lot of other pressures also. You have to you left your job just because of these tools, and then it's not like the great things that, okay, you are getting in terms of compensation, in terms of other things as well. But I think we should accept those things, and that is my suggestion. Otherwise, same concept after 10 years also, after 5 years also, that, okay, yeah, the testing is all about just writing the manual test cases and then doing some here and there, raising the bugs, and then that's it. I think
No,
that mindset should
that's
be
not the
changed.
thing. Yeah. And people are like, lots of people are adopting, like almost 90% people are adopting new things, and our QA community is growing like rapidly these days. I see that when I see you are getting tagged in the LinkedIn post, the people got like really high package as well. So compared to dev, they are also, we are also reaching there that we can match, and sometimes in some cases I have seen people are getting more package than the developers as well. So really good things are happening. Just that like maybe like as you mentioned that the trend should be changed now, that it should not be happen like that. uh, Means do the testing based on some definitions of like boundary area, the one which you mentioned, or some this kind of testing, boundary testing, this testing, that testing. One question to all the audience out there: how many of you remember the definition while doing the testing in your real time project in the company? I'm sure like zero. I have never like uh, done the testing remembering in the mind that okay, this is I'm doing that kind of testing. So we do the product testing, we develop the product, we make the product, we deploy it. So the real things will work, what like real time project. So we should be considering those things and keep learning new things and keep exploring. We shouldn't be like afraid, no, 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 I will not learn this. What if I will lose the job? What if I like I don't know coding? Even without knowing the coding, you can do better.
Yep, I think personally, I believe that if you are into soft industry and IT industry and you are an soft engineer, I think at least having some basic programming knowledge, not only for test automation, in fact, it will help you a lot to save a lot of things with respect to, save your working, I mean, manual hours, especially creating certain important things and then automating couple of manual tasks that you can do that. That is like amazing thing that you can do if you know, that is what a normal product manager or Excel guy also does. That he can write some really good automation with Excel in the form of Excel formula. So that is also kind of
Absolutely.
automation. So if we can do that, then why can't we do that? I think that is what I can see. There are a lot of heat why people are going towards SDET. SDET is nothing. QA to SDET is nothing. I think it's not about SDET or QA. It's all about learning new things and exploring new things and implementing the same thing. I have seen. I was really
Yeah.
surprised. I was talking to a very senior guy 1 month back, and he's saying that okay, test automation is just a bubble. One day it will
Bubble.
burst. And I was like really surprised that okay, yeah, maybe people are not maybe aware of it, or maybe or people are not very much, maybe have not seen that kind of project where people are actually and using the concept of test automation and saving a lot of time. So yeah, maybe uh,
No, that's
that is
absolutely
what.
correct. And in fact, like I would request all the people on the call, like whenever you see such kind of things happening over LinkedIn, don't just accept those things. Like you can also come upfront, you can speak, you can also deny with them that no, this is not the right thing what you are suggesting or saying. You can also share your thought, put your thought over there, and let spread the awareness that what people should do, what people should like learn new things. And because when the new people are coming in industry and when they see uh, such kind of things that what is being taught to them over there, because we cannot reach to each and everyone. You guys will also have to support to the new people in the industry who are coming, that no, you should learn new things. You shouldn't be like keep following the old trends, whatever was there. So like learn these things, new things and new technology basically.
Yeah, because it gives a wrong impression. That is what, like, my LinkedIn is full of messages that okay, shall I go, testing or not? Testing has a future or
Yeah.
not? And then fresher also coming that okay, hey, no, my cousin brother told me that okay, testing is for the kids. Testing has no future, no technical knowledge, nothing. It feels bad because this is the impression that we actually create in the industry when we talk all these things. Maybe they are not aware of it. That's why like a newbie is always confused at what is testing, what are different new amazing things that we can do with the testing. See, like
Yeah.
there are many people who are actually really getting great offers. People are working in Google, Amazon, and then getting really good offers. And then if you are leveraging your automation and then getting some really good ROI, return of
Yep.
investment, and your mindset is okay in terms of automation, your mindset is about yeah, finding the good bugs and making your product stable more and more, either through automation or some really good you know manual testing that also you're doing it. Then testing has a great future. Why not? So I think that should
Of
be the
course,
mindset.
testing has. A few days back, you shared one post. Someone tagged you. He got a job in like he was a tester and he was your follower subscriber. He got a job in like Fang now called Mang. So in one of these company, he got like, and I'm sure like he got like really high package out there. Any developers out there. So we are also getting. I was also a tester. I developed such tools which are being used by the developers across. In fact, like Google, Apple, Microsoft, it is being used everywhere. So you guys can also do. So we can do each and everything. There is nothing like that. We started our career with the testers or as that. At certain point of time, if you will be keep learning, you can be like us, or you can be. Of course, you can be. You can go higher and higher more than us. We might be at some place, you might be at some other place. So lots of opportunities are there, but like all come out of those old fashioned thing. And yeah, hopefully like we are doing, of course we all are doing really great.
Great, great. So I think maybe um, maybe I don't know divert the topic, but I think you raised this thing. That's why like I really wanted to say this
Mhm.
thing from my heart that this is what I see, and it really feels bad about it that when people are not trusting on testing and new tools and technologies, and it's not a bubble or any marketing gimmick or some gimmick like that. Okay, people are
Yeah.
just promoting the things, and it's not about our YouTube channels also. And we know that okay, how much we are making through our channel. It's just a peanut. That's not like we are
Yeah.
like making some really great stuff from YouTube things. So it's all about learning the things. It's all about that. Okay, yeah, we have also value in the market, and then you create your own respect. Okay, when you show your work, when you talk to a developer in their language, so they will also giving you the support. And when you are okay, when you are say okay, no, it's not my cup of tea, I just do my own thing, you just give me the application, I don't know how to deploy the application, I don't know how to automate the things, I don't know that how to quickly finish my work through some automation or some utility or something, then in that case you're taking your own time for 7 days and then pressure is on you, so you are just doing
Yes.
like nothing, just like a and hard work that you're doing, it's fine, you are such a great hard work, but you are not doing any smart work
Yeah.
because you don't have those skills actually in your bucket. And then the problem
Yep.
will start after 10-15 years when you are becoming a senior guy, the junior guy is having a better package than you, and then you are handling that junior guy, and the complexity will start with you in that case that okay, hey, this person is making you fool because you don't know anything about those things. That is also a scene I have seen
Right.
where I was in Cisco, and one of my team leaders having around 14-15 years of experience at time, and then he was a pure testing guy, a really great guy in terms of testing, but he's was having such a great complexity all the time, inferiority complex, that I don't know automation, and I never tried actually because nobody guided me, or maybe during our times, that time early 90s or in 2000, that time the automation was not the things over there. And then I lost my pace, and then I cannot learn new things. So what is my career after that? Everyone, wherever I go, everyone is asking for the automation. Either you are a manager also, you're applying for that, people are asking for automation. Can you write a code? People are asking the coding questions. And then I cannot go there, okay, that Naveen, Mukesh and Sanjay going to the different companies HR, okay, hey, why are you asking coding questions? You should ask testing questions. I don't- so if they are asking, then you have to prepare for that to get into those companies
Right.
and getting the
Absolutely.
really want to get a good package. Then you just your preparation. You have to prepare accordingly, right? So I
Yeah.
think that is the
You raised
thing.
a
Anyway,
very good point, I guess, Naveen, on this, that like, even if, like, just think from this perspective, guys, that if you will be having your own company and you are supposed to hire someone, you are not going to hire that person who can just write the test case. You will be looking for a lot of other capabilities in that person. You will be asking question that that he has some technical knowledge, he has some programming skills or not. Definitely, we never like, see, if like anything, any exam or whatever we have given in our life so far, we are not going to use each and everything, but we have to ask each and everything in interview, because we want to check that this person can bear the pressure, this in, if any situation will come, whether this person will be able to handle those requirements or not. So that is always there. So prepare yourself for each and every kind of like situation. We have learned sine theta, cos theta, so many things in our 10th 12th standard. Does any one of you we use that those things? No, but they have been taught to us to sharpen our mind, so that like we can do each and like we can be handle, we will be able to handle any kind of situation in our life, and we will be able to like create such kind of new things, new technology. So that's where like we always take all such kind of question whenever we take the interview. It's not like we are not supposed to ask these questions, because and we should not learn those things.
okay, हरदीप is saying सर हिंदी में भी कुछ बोल दिया करो, अंडरस्टैंडिंग अच्छी होती है। या हरदीप, मैं तो हिंदी में बोल दूंगा, बट कुछ लोग बाहर से भी हैं, बहुत लोग मेरे को कमेंट करते हैं कि तुम हमेशा ऐसे इंग्लिश में बात करते हो। ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है, मेरी हिंदी भी उतनी ही अच्छी है। और ठीक है, हिंदी में भी मैं बोल देता हूँ कि थोड़ा आप सब मोटिवेट हो जाओ, या मतलब जो मैं जो फील कर रहा हूँ मैं बता रहा हूँ कि आई थिंक वही यार, वो हिंदी आती नहीं है एकदम से एग्जैक्टली।
वो ऐसा है ना कि बहुत सारे लोग बाहर से भी हैं, तो दे विल बी लाइक क्या बोल रहे
या
हो यार,
एग्जैक्टली
तारे
एग्जैक्टली
जमीन पे
सो
दिखेंगे।
हाँ, तो मतलब हिंदी में अगर बोलना भी है तो मैं मोटिवेशन के लिए यही बोलूँगा कि आपको आप रुको मत यार, मतलब आप सीखते रहो कुछ ना कुछ चीज़ें, और करते रहो कुछ ना कुछ, सीखते रहो। सीखना इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, अदरवाइज़ लर्निंग आप रोक दोगे तो आपके लिए ही दिक्कत होगी। आप आंखों में आंखें डाल के डेवलपर से बात नहीं कर पाओगे, राइट? कि अगर आपको मान लो कि आपने कोई बग रेस किया एंड देन आपको लगा कि नहीं यार इस बग में सर्वर लॉग्स पे कुछ पैनिक आ रहा है, तो आपने वो पैनिक के लॉग्स लिए, आपने देखा कि यार कुछ नल पॉइंटर से फट रहा है। अब आपने उसका कोड रिपॉजिटरी में जाके चेक किया कि हाँ ठीक है, आपने पहले उसका क्लोन करा, क्लोन से पुल रिक्वेस्ट मार के चेक करा कि अच्छा इस पर्टिकुलर फाइल में इस पर्टिकुलर नंबर पे यहाँ पे इसने ये कंडीशन मिस कर दी है, और यहाँ पे आपने नल चाइल्ड लगा के चेक किया तो वहाँ पे नल पॉइंटर आ रहा है। तो जब आप ये चीज डिस्क्राइब करोगे एज एन एज डेट टू द डेवलपर, तो उसको लगेगा ना कि यार इस बंदे से पंगा नहीं लेना है, राइट? तो वहां से चीजें स्टार्ट होती है, वहां से आपको लगता है कि नहीं यार दिस पर्सन इज एक्चुअली डूइंग ग्रेट एंड टेक्निकली गुड, एंड देन वहां से आपकी रिस्पेक्ट होना स्टार्ट हो जाती है। सो दैट इज लाइक great thing. I think you should do that from their side. So I think this is what I see. I think everyone should follow that. That keep learning, and then learning about whatever you are doing in terms of, let's say, UI automation. Learn about what extra I can learn. It's not about only Selenium. It's all about learning about how
Yeah.
exactly browser works. मैं देखता हूँ लोगों को यही नहीं पता कि how exactly people are, the API gateways are working. What is a DOM structure? What is a Chrome dev tools? What is the difference between WebKit and the Chrome dev tools? What are different new things are happening that other automation people, tools are adopting in terms of CDP and everything? So you should have those awareness so that you can handle better testing and better things that you can do
Yeah.
in terms of
Yeah.
testing. That is like very, very much required. And then doesn't
One
matter that
point,
somebody is saying
Yeah.
that, yeah, after 15, 20 years also people are learning. So that's a good habit. Try to solve at least one problem on a daily basis. एटलीस्ट एक प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करो। आप सेलेनियम का एक सिनारियो ही लिख दो, एक 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 प्रॉब्लम ही ऑटोमेट कर दो, या कोई कॉम्प्लेक्स पजल सॉल्व कर लो, या फिर एक प्रोग्रामिंग का क्वेश्चन बेसिकली सॉल्व कर दो। तो इट विल ऑलवेज शार्पन योर माइंड that, yeah, it's not about always cracking for the interviews. It's all about showing your analytical skills and then showing your programming skills as well. That also that plays a very, very important role
Role.
everywhere in the industry these days.
one point I want to add here, Navi. Like guys, many times we think that automation is just like automating the like writing the code in Selenium and Java, or automating the browser. No, that is not the only automation. If you are in QA job, or in any like DevOps or developer, if you are any profession, if whatever manual work you are doing, think to automate that. It could be like
Hmm.
opening the Excel sheet. In Excel sheet, like one of my manager in the previous company, his job was like updating the task of everyone. Now he is
Hmm.
not in Selenium, but he also loved automation. What he has done, he has written the macros in the Excel, and everything
Hmm.
like sorting and whatever data he was supposed to present in the meeting. He used to do it like really quick. He just click here, done. He just click here, all the data is showing. So you try to think about each and every step, whatever you are performing in your day-to-day job. Try to automate that. Selectors of test case studio, the features which you are seeing there, they are the example of like the way I used to think that whatever I do, like in every release, what I used to do, I used to think that what I was doing in the previous release, what manual stuff I was doing, that I used to automate in the next process. So in every release, I used to automate the selectors hub or test case studio itself. So same way, you guys try to automate whatever you are doing manual. It's not just like you are supposed to write the code, then only you can say that you are an automation tester or you are doing automation. Every single thing is automation.
Correct, correct. I think Santosh is asking how to get best package as a tester. Please tell me something about packages. So, Santosh, I would say that that's a good question. A lot of people are asking, and everyone deserves a good package if you know the things, your preparation is good, and then you feel that okay, yeah, I can also contribute, and I can also learn the things, and then spend time on your learning, invest something on your learning, your time, your efforts. If you really want to take some whatever in terms of courses or YouTube or whatever, you just try to do that, and then try to learn what is the need of the market, right? It's not about through basic testing stuff and then you are really amazingly great in testing, in manual testing, in functional testing, and then on the basis of that you won't be able to crack some really good companies. In fact, you won't be able to crack any companies in the market these days. So that is what very much required. So try to learn about different tools and technologies which are there in the market, not just for the sake of learning the things. Just try to learn how exactly you're going to implement those things, and on top of that try to improve your programming skills, your coding skills, because most of the companies are having the coding round and programming round, your object oriented programming concepts. solving the questions, and then designing the framework, designing the design patterns. Try to learn about the infrastructure. These days, a lot of things like, and it's a crime, that is what we say in automation. It's a crime if you are not running your automation test cases through the pipeline or through the CI/CD pipelines, because then it's just a junk code, or such a, I mean, just a garbage or trash that you have written. It's there in your Eclipse or IntelliJ in your local. If you're not running it on a daily basis, and then you're not leveraging your automation. In fact, these days I'm in UAE, and then I was talking to one of the teams over there. They were using Cypress. So what they told that, okay, from last 1 year we are doing Cypress, and a lot of amazing thing that they have done. I was really impressed. And I asked only one question to the team lead that, okay, hey, are you guys running it on a daily basis? What is your execution coverage? And then are you really using it for the regression point of view? And they're saying, though, no, we are just exploring it. People are just coming and then leaving the company in every 6 7 months, and then you wasted your 1 year in that case. So in that case, obviously automation is a flop thing, but it's not the problem with the
Yeah.
automation, it's problem with you, that you did not start the process where you have to start running your test cases to make it more and more stable. Whatever 30 40% test cases that you have automated, you should start running it as soon as possible on a daily basis. Just try to run it, use your infrastructure. So Santosh, my advice is that try to learn the infrastructure as well. That plays very very important role. How to dockerize your images, CI/CD pipeline, Jenkins, and then running the test cases through the on the cloud machine, maybe on the AWS or Azure pipeline, and then learn these things. Don't stick to only to the page object model and Selenium browser is getting launched and that's it. No, those days are gone. So I think that is also the expectation along with your programming skills, and importantly, how exactly you're trying to explain the time of interview with your better understanding with the proper communication. So it's an overall combination. So it's not about how exactly you are smart enough in speaking in English in terms of communication, but that plays a major role actually. वो कहने की बातें हैं कि नहीं यार, आपको नॉर्मल इंग्लिश भी आती है, आपको बोलना नहीं आता, बट मैं टेक्निकली बहुत अच्छा हूँ, बट आप उसको एक्सप्लेन ही नहीं कर पा रहे हो. देयर आर अदर बेटर कैंडिडेट्स इन द मार्केट. So it's not
Yep.
it's not a samaj seva. It's all about that. Okay, fine. You go and you have to prove yourself. So just go and then do your best. Whatever the missing things are there, just try to improve those things and then just go.
Presentation really matters.
Presentation really matters a lot. Like, okay, at the time of interview, and you have to be diplomatic at the time of interview. In fact, you're working in the companies also, you have to be. If you don't have those skills, then you are always behind, and then always bitching about and complaining about the process, and I'm not getting good things. And then after 1 year you take another decision. No, yeah, it's not my cup of tea, let's find out something else. So I think that's the thing, we should follow that. Yeah, I think Sanjay, that is like um, totally different, I think, direction we are going. Otherwise we will not spend
Discussion.
the next
Yeah.
2 hours also.
Yeah, we
But
can
thank
wrap
you,
up
thank
now.
you
Yeah.
guys. Great. Thank you so much, guys. If you one last thing, because I'll take only 2 minutes. Playwright versus
Yeah, sure.
Selenium. Support of Playwright is good. Is industry adapting new tools like or sticking to old tools, which is has a good community support? Yeah, Mallikarjun Patel, that no doubt Playwright is amazingly good. And what happened with the Playwright, they actually picked the, whatever the loopholes were there in Selenium and Cypress and WebDriver IO. They actually use those things and then develop a new thing. There are a lot of features. I've already started, working on Playwright, and then, but yeah, I'm not saying that it will kill Selenium or something like this. Playwright officially say that they love Selenium, and you cannot kill Selenium like this. It will take ages, or you have to do something very out of the box, or something amazingly great that you have to do it, because Selenium is like har gali gali mein chha gaya hai. It's like everywhere. Selenium is like in every company people are using it. You go to Netflix, you go to Amazon, you go to Facebook, Meta, everywhere people are doing
Yep.
and using WebDriver. So it's really difficult to replace Selenium, because from last 5 years and 2 years you're developing your framework, your entire team is very well versed the framework and the Selenium stuff, and then suddenly over the night I'm just changing the tool, from migrating the tool from Selenium to Playwright. That will never happen. You should have a very very solid reason behind that to replace Selenium, right? So I don't think so that it's a such a great comparison in terms of replacing the tools. But Playwright is having such great capabilities. If you really measure the capabilities in terms of with Playwright versus Selenium, Playwright is having some X factor, some really good stuff. That is what I'm exploring actually. So that is my personal opinion about it. But nobody can kill Selenium. It
Yep,
is really, really
definitely. Like
difficult.
it's I always say that nothing kills other thing. It's just like always, if something new comes, that comes its own features basically, and then that will also be having some drawbacks and features. So that is always there. So whatever fills your requirement, that always there. But Selenium is like wow, that has a huge,
Yeah.
huge community support. Long way to
Huge
go for
community.
any new
From
tool.
last 2008, I remember, and in 2009-11, I started with RC, and then now everywhere Selenium people are using. Like in every,
Yes.
like every company, every project, they have Selenium integrated with a lot of good things. Amazing customization people have there done, and nobody wants to replace those things. So I really don't think so that okay, it will replace. I mean, someone will replace Selenium. Maybe competition is there. I was having a lot of
Yep.
hopes from Cypress, but again, having my own personal reasons behind that not to pick Cypress. So maybe other people it's working fine. First of all, with me, JavaScript not a testing language according to me. I always prefer either Java or Python. I would prefer that instead of JavaScript. Maybe I can prepare a separate video on this, but yeah, that's a different story altogether. But anyways, guys, I think that's all for today. Thank you so much. It's really I mean, it's already in India. It's 10:30, I guess. So there, yeah, 10
Yes.
around 10:27. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, and we will have more and more sessions like that with Sanjay and Mukesh. Sanjay, thank you so much, yeah, for coming and
Thank
then
you so
giving some
much.
points. And
Thank you.
support
Thank you
is
so
always
much,
there.
Naveen, for having me. Thank you
Perfect.
everyone for
Perfect.
joining this great discussion.
Chalo, take care, guys, and keep learning. And we will definitely will organize one
Catch
more
up soon.
workshop in.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care. Bye.
Lots of good things coming, guys. Bye bye.